Anti-U.S. protests turned into clashes with police in Manila today as Secretary of State Marco Rubio arrived for the ASEAN foreign ministers meeting. Let's look at the scene in Pasay City. Filipino activists from the Bayan Alliance attempted to breach a police control point near the Philippine International Convention Center, leading to pushing and shoving with anti-riot police. The protesters accused the United States of using the Marcos administration and Philippine territory to foment war in the Asia-Pacific region. The protest comes against the backdrop of a dramatically expanded U.S. military footprint in the Philippines. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, Washington now has access to 9 Philippine military bases, up from just 5. The so-called Pax Silica initiative has further deepened American presence across the archipelago. These bases dot the Philippine coastline facing the South China Sea, where Beijing has been aggressively expanding its territorial claims. Activists argue the agreement effectively turns the Philippines into a forward staging ground for any potential U.S.-China conflict, a risk Manila's poorest communities would bear most heavily. 3 journalists covering the protest were also harassed or detained, including veteran Associated Press photojournalist Bullet Marquez and Manila Times chief photographer Rene Delan. Pasay City Police Chief Colonel Joselito de Sesto acknowledged the targeting of the journalists was a mistake. The Presidential Task Force on Media Security condemned the aggression, vowing to hold those responsible accountable. Rubio's Manila visit was packed with high-stakes diplomacy. He met with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. at Malacañang Palace, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, and Quad partners at the ASEAN plenary. He warned that Iran's demand to control the Strait of Hormuz threatens the global economy, while insisting the U.S. remains open to negotiations with Tehran. But the core tension remains unresolved. The protesters' question echoes beyond the streets of Pasay: who truly benefits from this deepening military alignment, and who bears the risk of being drawn into a great power conflict neither the Philippines nor its neighbors asked for?